Hello guys, so today is June 22nd, 2015, and I'm going to be making two videos here. The first one is going to be my 6-month on T update, and it's just going to kind of be my comprehensive what's happened over 6 months. If you've watched all the videos up until this point, it's probably going to be pretty redundant, but I just want to kind of overview and recap that. Okay. I want to put that into one video concisely over what happened over the 6 months into like a condensed version. And that's what this one's going to be. Then the second one I want to do is my 1-month post-op video, because as of yesterday, I am officially 1 month post-op with Dr. Medali. So, just to get started here quick on the 6-month changes, I'm going to try and keep it fairly brief, but I know that I just want to tie things in and kind of bring it together as this is what it looks like over a 6-month period for me. The first thing I want to talk about is acne. I did not have very much acne going through my first puberty. I really have never had much acne to begin with. I kind of lucked out on that. This is the most acne I've ever had in my life. I definitely wouldn't say it's a problem, but I do have more than I ever had. I get it kind of along my jawline, and then along my hairline as well, and just the occasional zit, but I got those pre-T as well. But for me, my skin's gotten more oily, noticeably more oily. And I'm sure that that's, conjoined with the acne as a result. But I have noticed a difference, though it hasn't been like this full outbreak or anything that I need to do more than just wash my face more often. So hasn't been a problem, but definitely something I noticed over the 6 months. It started around, let's see, I think month 2. It was pretty early, and it peaked at about 3, I think. And it's been going back down, but it really hasn't gone away, and I'm at 6 months now. I'm still having about the same amount of oiliness as I had for the last couple months or so. My hairline has changed here. Let me just show you. Before, my hairline was more straight across here, and now it's starting to pull back a little bit on top. I have noticed changes. It's starting to kind of do that male cut back thing, squaring it out. It's been slow, but it has been happening. I noticed that really happening between month 4 and 6, but it's not dramatic. And I think at a year, though, we'll see where we're at. But I think it will continue to change. But that seems to be one of the more gradual ones. Hair in general, my my arm hair has gotten quite a bit longer, and my leg hair has actually really showed up. That didn't happen. Nothing changed for like the first 3 months of me on T. I think if it did, and I said it did in a video, I think it was in my head, and I really was just hoping that my leg hair would become noticeable. But seriously, for the first probably 3 to 4 months on T, you couldn't even tell I had leg hair. At about 4 months, it started growing a little bit longer, and at 5 to 6, it's thickened out quite a bit, and it's come down a lot more. My knee's gotten a lot hairier. It's really come out thicker, and the hair itself is thicker as well. My armpit hair is about the same. I definitely have more hair all over the rest of me, though. My arms up here, I never had hair like on my shoulders, at least not like a good layer of fuzz. I do now. I didn't have any hair on my chest. I don't have any like man hairs, but it's definitely grown like fine, thin hairs. My back, I have quite a bit of hair now. My belly, I have this start of a happy trail now. Didn't ever have that before. Had very thin hair all over the rest of my body, but now I'm, for me, it's hairy. So, but again, that's relative to where I was pre-T. Let me see here. Thickening of skin, I've noticed. I noticed that pretty quickly. And it kind of leveled off fairly early. It was one of the changes I noticed early, and it hasn't gotten progressively thicker. But my skin is less sensitive to things. My fingers, my hands are just more callous now. Every part of my skin just feels tougher, pretty much all over. My fingernail growth and toenail growth has actually been something that surprised me. I didn't know that testosterone affected that, but both of those have grown much more rapidly. And in my opinion, I think they feel a little thicker than they did pre-T, but I don't know if that's actually something T affects. That could also just be something that's in my brain. But the growth rate has definitely gone way up. Let's see here. Foot growth. So they say your feet aren't supposed to grow on T if you're past puberty age, but mine definitely did. I went up by about half a size to a full size. Before starting T, I was about a 7.5 in No, I wasn't a 7.5. I was about an 8. I was an 8 in women's, so that would be like 6.5 in guys. And now I'm a solid 7 to even 7.5s in men's shoes. It depends what I'm wearing. For some reason, dress shoes I seem to run a little bit smaller in than like running shoes. But I've definitely gone up about a size since starting T. I've definitely gained weight. My starting weight pre-T, if I remember right, I think it was around like 158. And I shot up like super, super fast. Within 2 months, I think I gained like 15 pounds. Now I'm at about last time I checked, I was high 170s, but I've gotten a little fat since surgery, so I'm kind of scared to step on a scale. So we're going to say high 170s and hope that I haven't broken 180, but who knows. My height hasn't changed at all. I was 5'8" when I started T. I'm 5'8" now. I don't expect to grow. I'm 21 years old, so my growth plate should be fused, though apparently the ones on my feet weren't or something because my shoe size definitely did go up. But weight gain, I have gained a lot of weight. I don't think it's all fat. I definitely think I've gained a little bit of fat, but a lot of it's just been like broadening out quite a bit. And a lot of the muscle, I think the weight muscle that I put on has been in my lower body because I've changed my size of shirts quite dramatically. I was, unless it was a super small, I would wear a small shirt. And now I'm starting to wear larges. I wear larges pretty frequently, but I kind of fluctuate between a medium and a large depending on like the brand and stuff. But I'm definitely wearing more large shirts than medium shirts. So I think that's gone up, but my legs have just my thighs are just massive compared to what they were. But it's muscle; it's not like fat. It's just the muscle there has really thickened out. The muscle in my chest has really thickened out. My arms, I'm a lot broader than I was when I started T. So I think that's where most of that weight's gone. My fat distribution has definitely changed. I used to carry most of my weight in like hips and then like kind of legs, but not really. I didn't really have that much of my legs. A lot of it was on my belly, but now it's almost all in my belly. I can't grab any fat on my legs anymore, but it's all here. I don't have any like here at all. It's literally all my belly. So I have the world's worst beer gut, and I keep joking with my girlfriend that I have like the dad bod, but like seriously, it's a problem. Let's see, strength. My strength really, really jumped between month 4 and month 5. I noticed increases early on, and I think that was had a large part to do with the fact that I wasn't working out prior. So I got all of those initial like gains of getting actually active. But the biggest like jumps were about month 4 to month 5, and month 5 is where I stopped working out because that's when I had surgery, and I'm a little disappointed because I would have really liked to see where that would have gone. But that's where I had like the most massive gains. I mean, it was just like nothing I've ever experienced before. Like every day I went to the gym, I was PRing in something because it was just crazy, and like all these things that I didn't know I could do. Like I went from not being able to do it to like a couple weeks to a month to maybe 2 months total. Later, I could do like pull-ups, large amounts of push-ups, handstand push-ups, things that I'd never tried before or I tried and failed miserably at. I could just go do like 30. Like I could never do a pull-up prior to starting T, even like a CrossFit, like kipping pull-up. I couldn't even do that. And then I went from being able to do like one like kipping pull-up and then one like real pull-up. That was kind of the progression. To one day I was like, well, let's just try doing a workout, that actually has the pull-ups. And I did really freaking awesome with them. And I did over 35 pull-ups that day. No problem. Didn't know I could do that because I went from being able to do like 3 in a row to being able to do that between the last time I tried doing pull-ups. So things like that, it really went up. Really surprised me, caught me off guard, but it was really exciting at the same time. I've gotten a lot veinier. I kind of have the guy hand veins going on. I don't know if you can kind of see. You can kind of see in this light how they're popping out. That never happened before. I've noticed the most difference in my hands, but just in general, you can see more of my veins in my arms particularly. Let's see, my voice. Obviously, my voice has changed. It dropped. I think it's interesting because I expected my voice to drop like all at once, and it didn't. Like if you watch my videos from 1 month to 2 month to 3 month to 4 month to 5 month to even to 6 months now, my voice has gradually just gone. And it started about 2 months. It really started dropping. It's gotten a lot lower than I thought it would. I had a fairly deep voice, I think, to begin with. Though looking back, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe my voice was that high ever. But it was. But I do think it was lower for a biological female than is average. So I didn't really know what to expect with my voice here, 6 months on T, but it's gotten quite a bit lower than I thought it would. I'm kind of actually hoping it stabilizes out because I'm getting to that point where it's so low that people can't understand me unless I overly enunciate, because it sounds like everything I'm saying just comes off as this like monotone thing. I don't know. It's starting to be a thing in my life though, where people ask me to repeat myself a lot, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't drop anymore, that or I'll just learn how to talk. Either way, whatever. The last thing I was going to say here is my Adam's apple. I started noticing that around month 4, I think it really started popping out. But it's gotten really noticeable this last month, even. Like, I don't have to try looking for it at all. It's just there, even when I don't want it to be there. Because it kind of hurts. It's really weird, but, like, I never had one before. Well, I did, I guess, but it was just buried so far in my neck. I never hit it on things. Well, I've gotten hit in the neck, and since it's the thing that pokes out the most, it actually really hurts. Anyway. But, the other thing I was going to say is facial hair. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about hair. This last month, actually, I've actually noticed some amount of facial hair coming in. I'm Asian. I never had high expectations. So I was really hoping I would get some. But I've definitely gotten a thick layer of fuzz. Quite a bit of fuzz coming in. I just shaved not too long ago, so you can't really tell. You can kind of see a little bit of shadow, though. But I'm getting some, like, pretty good hairs down to about here now. None on my chin, but my creeper stash is coming in. I have to shave that about every 2 days, 3 days, to avoid looking like a total creep. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for 6-month changes. I definitely want to keep doing videos, and hopefully I'll put a good one together for a year and do kind of comparisons. I've been trying to do a good job of taking enough pictures that I'll be able to actually document those. But that's all I'm going to say about the T changes I've noticed. The next video I'm going to make here quick is going to be about my top surgery update, but I wanted to split them up in case you didn't want to watch one of them or whatever. So anyways, that's all I got for that. But go ahead and hit part 2 if you want to watch the top surgery update for 1 month. But anyways, so take care, peace out. This is my 6-month video, and I'm super excited to be here. Everybody out there, just stay awesome, stay classy, and make wise choices.